we're going to use the deep research for in-depth report and results. If you import the deep research report into your sources like we have here, you can ask NotebookLM to assess the strengths and weaknesses in the middle chat section here. It gives us a nice breakdown with the reasoning for each point. You can save this to a note and turn it into a source, or you can highlight and copy the weaknesses, and then for another research task, prompt NotebookLM to address the gaps in the weaknesses and then paste what you copied. Then run a second deep research. Now you have a deep research report that specifically addresses the weaknesses from the assessment. My preference is only to add the deep research report. So I'm going to uncheck this box here and make sure this checkbox is marked, and then click on import at the bottom there. Repeat this step over and over to your heart's content. It's a very helpful step because it addresses things you hadn't thought of or things that you're unaware of. Once you're satisfied with the reports, use the studio to create assets to help you understand the research. To customize the audio overview, click on the writing utensil and add any instructions you want in the bottom field here, and then click on generate. Once NotebookLM finishes generating the audio overview, you can just play the audio overview, or you can use the interactive mode with this hand waving motion. So to use this, just play the audio, and then you can click on this join button down here and ask questions about the deep research report and engage.
If you just, look at the raw statistics. Oh, hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Do I actually need a full website, or can I just use a microsite?
Technically, you could start with a microsite or even just a strong link in bio tool.
But if you are serious about building what we call a real, defensible digital media business,
And the answer is a resounding yes. You absolutely need an owned website.
Okay, that's a great answer. If you're a more visual person, but you still want the audio overview component, the video overview is a great tool to learn from. So click on the writing utensil to customize it. Explainer videos are good, especially for deep research reports where they could be 15, 20 pages long. If you want a more brief overview, then select brief on the right here. Customize your styles. Here are the different styles that you can choose from. If you scroll down, you can ask the AI to focus on specific aspects from the deep research report. So this is what the results might look like. I'll put this video on 2x speed, and here's what the video looks like.
All right, let's just get right into it. If you're a content creator, you already know the game has totally changed. It's a bowl. It's a hamster wheel, right? And we need to get off. So how do we break that cycle? How do we build a system that's smarter, not just automation, and getting real intelligence? For example, you could create a persona like this PhD advisor. What's its job? To be your intellectual sparring partner. Answer to the question, why should anyone choose you? A strong UVP really has 3 parts. First, is it relevant? Does it solve it? You get stable, predictable income, and a relationship that no algorithm can ever take away from you. And the numbers? Well, they speak for themselves. Almost $95,000.
So you can share the video, download it, give it to stakeholders for them to take a look. A great asset in the studio is the mind map tool. This will allow you to see how your ideas are connected, especially with all the content from the deep research report, over 15 pages in your report, especially useful if you have multiple deep research report. As you can see, when you click on one of these nodes to expand it, it goes deeper and gives you more detail to see how each node is connected. And then we can go back, look at reports. It gives you all these different report types. You can create your own report, a briefing document, a study guide, or even a blog post if you're a content creator. In the suggested formats, it creates recommendations specific to your notebook. These aren't just generic report formats like we have up here, but these are specific AI-powered suggestions like a strategic transformation roadmap for a comprehensive plan, and then an operations manual to execute that plan. What's great about these reports is when you click on the writing utensils to customize it, it populates a prompt for you, so you don't have to go out to Gemini or ChatGPT to create your own prompt. This is a great feature for reports in NotebookLM. If you want to create more material for team members or stakeholders, the next few assets are exactly what you're looking for. We'll start with the infographic, where you can customize features like orientation for landscape, portrait, or square, level of detail, concise, standard, or detailed. I've noticed for even the standard level of detail. A lot of infographics I've created are packed and very busy, but this one is pretty good. It has 2 sections. There are different points that it highlights, and there's a nice flow here. This was a standard level of detail infographic. We'll take a look at our slide deck here, view and zoom in on each of the slides. So this looks like something you could definitely share with team members or stakeholders. If you found this useful, like the video and leave a comment. If you want more content on AI, workflow automation, and analytics, subscribe to the channel.